Good evening. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Pumpkin Cup Handmade. This evening, I have finished another journal. This one is a gift. It is one signature. It's kind of a fat signature. It's like I make most of them lately, but this one is a little smaller. It's a 5" by 7". And I don't know why I went smaller, but okay. Anyway. Let's see. This is an image from an address book I found at a yard sale. This is Tsunami Rose flowers. This is some paper that I embossed, and then I have a template of a tulip. So I cut it out and I liked it. This is some cross-stitch fabric, Aida cloth, with a safety pin and a charm that I received in a swap from, oh my goodness, her name will come to me. I always have trouble with names. Always. I don't know why. Okay, I forgot to do this before I started filming, because that's what I do. And, oh my goodness. There, so you don't get too woozy with my wiggles. Okay, there we go. It's ribbon. Pink. I like pink. So, yeah. Okay, so it's an eyelet and ribbon closure. Okay. We have a beautiful card that I had in my stash, and it opens with some stenciling and lines for journaling. And then behind it, we have a tag that I've made with some old dictionary page and a napkin decoupage and some yarn. This is, oh, what is that lovely lady's name? Anyway, she also sent me some die cuts, and then I stamped "This Book Belongs to" on it. This paper is from Front Porch Designs. Excuse me. Then we have a quarter doily and a ribbon flower and the sentiment "Timeless." And tucked behind it, we have a postcard that I backed with, oh my goodness, a recipe card. So you can journal on that or write a recipe. Hey, that would be a novel thing to do with a recipe card. Okay, then we got some lined paper here with beautiful flowers for journaling. Some journal prompt paper. Beautiful stationery that I had that I found at an estate sale. And we have the tremendously wonderful Teresa the Fence tag page with a quote. And then we have Edith Holden book page and a paper clip that is holding the envelope that comes from Vintage Paper Emporium. That's Lisa's shop over on Etsy. I've decoupaged a napkin onto it and added some lace trim at the top that I received in a swap from Sarah Garza. And then inside, there's a tag that I got off Pinterest, did you believe? Under the paper clip, excuse me, we have a floating file folder pocket. It's a Tim Holtz sentiment. This dress form I got from, oh my goodness, Anne Marie. Oh my goodness. Anyway, thank you, you poor lady that could never remember your name. Added some bling to it and a flower. And then we have this journal card. Beautiful. And this one that I've backed with tea-dyed index card for journaling. Some beautiful pattern paper that I've punched the corners and made a pocket and a tag with some of the leftover paper from the cover onto a tag. And then this is a piece of vellum that I had in my stash that was printed on. And some rickrack. And we have this label that my daughter got me a bunch of them at Hobby Lobby on sale for, because she knows my views on spending money, so she always looks for sales for me. And then lined cardstock, lined index card on the back for journaling. A little bit of stenciling throughout. Some lace trim on this page. Some stationery. Coffee filter. More lace trim. Crocheted lace. With lined paper. Beautiful stationery that I found. A card that I had in my stash. I just thought it was so pretty. And you can journal all around that. And then we have some watercolor sketch paper that I've edge punched. And I use that same punch to do the belly band here. And it's got a Tsunami Rose ephemera piece on there. And tucked behind it, we have a scripture note paper. I love that scripture. And this journal card comes from Front Porch Designs, and it was a little bit long, so I cut off the end and used it as a tab for this. This is embossed stationery. It's really pretty. Ledger paper. Some beautiful trim on that one. Tea-dyed graph paper. Lined paper on this side and then graphed on the other. Now this girl just got baptized, so she had an announcement about it. And so I took one and it was too big to fit in my journal, so I dissected it. I hope she doesn't mind. She has a lot of the others, so that it's not like this is her only one, but I hope that it's okay. So she had this in the middle, and then she had this on top of it, and this on the bottom of it. But of course it was way too big for this journal, so I just cut out the pieces and used them. These are all just glued down. And this I left open in the back for a tag that I made. And we got some pom-pom trim, which I wasn't sure about pom-pom trim, but this one is very soft. I like it. Okay, this was on the back of her announcement, and she says on the other side, I kept that part because that was really cool. It says her testimony about why she wanted this photo and what it means to her. So I had to add that. And I just put it on washi tape so that you could still see her testimony on the back. The other half of that beautiful stationery. Another belly band, this time with Tsunami Rose flowers. And we have this paper that I seem to put a page of this in every one I do. I gotta stop doing that. But it's so pretty. Okay. Then we have this one from Back Porch Designs. And again, it was too long, so I cut off a little piece and used it as a tab. And we have this beautiful vintage trim here from my good friend Jane. The other half of the card, and she can journal all over on that. And then on the back, I've made a pocket out of the leftover pattern paper. I've made a die cut flower And then put some cheesecloth here. And inside the pocket, we have this journal card that I've made. And lined index card on the back for journaling. And this is from Front Porch. Oh my goodness. Front Porch Designs. And so is this one. Other half of that beautiful stationery has a scripture quote on it. Other half of the excuse me, coffee filter. Some more beautiful lace. Other half of this page, and we have another pocket which has this postcard. It was too big for the book, so I've folded it in half. And then this tag, which is a napkin decoupage, and then the vellum, printed vellum, is over the top of that. I like the way that one turned out. And then some lace trim at the top. And then on the other half of the Edith Holden book page, we have an envelope that I've made with a scrap of the leftover pattern paper, and then the spike comes from Nectar's Creation. And on the inside, we have 2 journal cards, one of which is Nectar's Creation, and the other one is a journal card with another little bike, and just because. And then on the other half, the paper clip was also holding in another file folder pocket with a tiny label on this one. Okay, a small label. And on the inside, we have 2 journal cards. Other half of the tag page. I love the stencil. Okay, then another quarter doily, another ribbon flower, and the sentiment grateful. And then we have a mini journal in this one. I have a embossed paper here that is a, oh, what do you call them? Dandelions. And I sewed it onto the cover. And then it's just some random notepaper, book page, a tag page, and then some notepaper, and then I've just, goodness, sewn it up the middle. It's right under there. And then we have the other half of that beautiful front porch designs. Oh my goodness. I should just forget it. Just say this is it. There you go. An envelope that I've stenciled on. And inside we have this journal card. Isn't that pretty? You can color that. Journal on the back. This one. And this one comes from Mrs. Cogs. And then behind the envelope, we have a booklet that has some more of that embossed paper. I just cut a little piece off. And then tucked behind it is this tag. And this tag from Pinterest. And then open it up. It has some fun lines for journaling. And that is the journal gift for a lovely young lady just got baptized. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. And someday I really will have it set up where I can take unwiggly video. And I don't know, maybe a tutorial or two? I might be pushing it a little bit. Okay, have a very good evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.